James Plays Game.
That's me! Hey everybody, welcome back to James Plays Tony Hawk's Underground 2. We are back in the remix version of the game for the PSP. We're just about to leave Barcelona and go to Kyoto, but there's a slight difference in the cutscenes to incorporate choosing which level you're going to go to. I'll just show that part and we'll be on our way.
Damn, that kid's got cojones. So what city should we hit next? Japan's got some killer sushi. Man, but Berlin's got so much history. I mean, bratwurst. Yeah, Berlin's got good bratwurst. Konnichiwa, grasshopper. This place ain't just raw fish and chopsticks, men. Japan's got some of the wildest skate lines in the world. Let's kamikaze these suckers.
Is that racist? I feel like that's kind of racist. But anyway, yeah, we are here in Kyoto, the third of 4 levels exclusive to the PSP version. I had a real hard time routing this level, and I don't know why. There shouldn't be anything particularly difficult about doing so compared to previous levels that I've done. But, I don't know, just something about it was not clicking with me. Hopefully, I pull all this off in a way where you don't even notice that it was difficult. If I hadn't said anything at all, that's what I like to do. I like to make this look easy. Okay, not that way, Mr. Robo-Wizard. We're actually going to turn around, take a look inside this plaza here. We're going to get a couple of gaps on our way to starting our goals. We got the escalator here, and grinding on the handrail of the escalator actually does propel you. So we build up momentum, and we can launch and get to the little glass ceiling there and grind on it for up and left. Don't know why it gave it to us twice, but maybe it's just because we're just that good at games. Grind just around that curve there, and then jump off to the little kiosk here. We get the Hoopy Frood gap, something I had to look up to make sure it wasn't a slur. Because I didn't know what it was, because I'm not a nerd. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm a nerd, just not for that stuff. Get ourselves a little bit of a ledge hop here. There we are, become one with the bench, turn around, and we're going to grind this rail, jump over the escalator, and get the rail hop. We're going to come over this way, and we've got the stairs down over here, and we're going to grind this outside rail towards the end there. Let me actually just start to build up a little more speed. There we are, we got the leap of faith for landing in a grind down here. We're keeping it going to get the blue rail transfer. Now we're just going to transfer between these two little pools here. Get ourselves the many happiness transfer. Alright, now time for some goals. You can kind of see right up there behind the blue rail. It's our first spat tag. There we go. Alright. Should be long enough. Gonna go over here. And we've got our arcade machine next to a little... I don't know if it's... What musical rhythm step game did Activision have the rights to? Is that Dance Dance? It looks like it says Evolution. So maybe it is just a parody and not like a deliberate insertion of whatever game they may or may not have had the rights to. Okay. We're going to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone here. We're going to head down. And we're going to start our slave to the grind. I'm actually going to slow things down here so we can focus. Actually added some different tricks. Oh, that's overshooting, but that's fine. It worked out. We just gotta hit all the points here. We are now done, but we're gonna go 1 extra to jump from one ledge to the other for the lazy gap. And that takes care of that. almost got our points. We're going to just jump from ledge to ledge here. And we got the, yep, just like it says, ledge to ledge. And then we get the roly-poly for going across the little ramp here. Almost done with our points. Let's just go ahead, head out here, and do a little 900 action. And there we go. And we don't want to quit, we just want to end the run. There we go. So there's two goals completely done. Now we're going to be leaving that plaza, and you can see right over there is our next spat tag. Gonna just hang off this ledge here. And I don't know if it comes across or not, but you see like this little gray texture line to the left of my character. Right above the spat tag. I find that you have to be on this side of that line in order to actually get the spray to go over the spat tag. Do a little transfer over this. On our way out for a little pipe transfer 2. And under the footbridge is our third spat tag. Boom. Looking pretty good so far. Speaking of looking pretty good, I totally blanked on the fact that I need to do yet another car hop, and there was our car right there. That's fine. We will get it another time here. Just, you remind... Son of a... I don't think that one counts, the little ones. Okay. We are going to smash some neon signs. You can see the green sign over there. So, that's alright. Easier to go this way, anyway. Alright, beautiful. That's what stalling for time gets you. Alright, yeah, so the green neon sign, there's 3 of them. We need to smash them all. So let me try my luck here. We're going to go up and grind this wire in that direction. And I am going to go and slow things down, because we do need a little bit of precision here to pull this off. Alright. So I got off my board and I grabbed onto the next wire, which transitions over in the direction of the next sign. There we are. That's 2 out of 3. Now, before we get to the third one, we're going to take a little detour. There's these red double doors, and they take you up to the rooftops. Just going to do a transfer to the next area up, and then go all the way across to yet another spat tag. There we go. Now we're just going to take a nice casual skate over to... Oh, if I can get off the footbridge, thank you. Over here, to the other side of the level. Got ourselves just a little temple tucked away in the corner here. And there is our third green sign. So we just need to do a little grind and a wall ride. And a jump and a smack. And that takes care of yet another goal. Gonna line ourselves up with the flower planter by the footbridge, and we're just going to do a transfer. Get little pipe transfer 1. And now we're here in this little alleyway with a restaurant, sushi bar, something. And above it is, you might have seen, our last spat tag. So boom, we are knocking these out. There's a plane going by. Let's just, take a moment. Alright, sorry about that. Try to do these things when there isn't a whole lot of noise going on, but sometimes you just can't control the world. No matter how much I wish I could become a supervillain and do that one of these days. We need to get up to a rail up there. Easier said than done, though. Kind of have to get off your board to make sure you can catch the rail. But yeah, you get up there, you build up your speed, and it launches you across the way, and you grind on the game sign there, and you get the Great Divide. Now we're just going to do something a little bit more reasonable and grind down here and launch across the street into this little section there, a little beam for crossing the road. We're going to do yet another goal and get some gaps along the way. There's one gap here, I think it's called In and Out, where you need to go from this rail here, curve around, and get onto the rail inside the skate park. But it only registers if you grind from the start of this rail. So there we are. And as you see, we are starting another little kind of a checkpoint thing where we got to hit all the spots. Going to slow it down because we do need to build up some speed here. Wall ride, and then land in a grind up here. Now we are done for the goal, but go a little bit farther for the inferior style transfer. That's for jumping from one set of ledges to the next. And there we go. So we got park it here, we got the in and out and inferior style transfers. We've got a big old fence. And we just need to transfer over it, back into the park, over the fence. Can't get that to register from inside the park out. Only seems to work going into the park. And now let me take a look at what the score is for Prove It in the Park. 200,000, that is pretty dang easy. Now watch me screw it up. I think that's plenty. Alright, that's more than plenty. Now head back over here. We can talk to this guy. Not the most useful of information if you are good at games like me, but as he says, there is a ladder right above him. We're just going to go ahead and climb it. And make a note of the... Oh! That was strange. Anyway, I was going to say, make a note of the billboard here, as we will need it in the future. In fact, let's take a look at that. I kind of know what that says, but I think it says Mega... There's actually a sign in the plaza that might be easier to read. But I think it says Mega B... Can't see because of the fire. 0. Okay. That's just me showing off that I've studied Japanese with Duolingo for 3 years now. And that's the extent of my skills. Let's use this vent to launch up here. And we found Voltraman. He'll be hanging out down by the skate park to visit him later. And now we have a wire that goes over to this other building. Just go ahead and grind that over here. And jump off. And there is Wee Man. Jason Acuna. Gives us a hint that Voltraman might be nearby, but, you know, beat you to it, buddy. Now, somebody said that in the Berlin level, Wee Man didn't look properly proportionate. I mean, he has dwarfism, so he's supposed to be smaller, but they said that he didn't look small, that he looked kind of matched to scale with everybody else. But I think, at least here, he looks about right. Maybe, I don't know, I've never measured him. But they could have taken some liberties just for the sake of the physics of the game. I really don't know. But I think it's great that we actually get to play as him here, because he is an accomplished skater. I think that's how he first got known, was for his skateboarding. I showed a cover there from Big Brother magazine that featured him, you know, before he was doing Jackass stuff. So it's nice to kind of have that showing, like, hey, look, he's not just part of the Jackass crew, he skateboards. Now, as you saw, we do have our team challenge here. Oh, that's the wrong one. All right. Team challenge. Wee Man must do a 720 grab, Vulture must do a 900, and we, not Wee Man, we have to do a 1080. This seems to be another instance where it will not register these challenges done until we swap over to all three characters. We have not swapped over to Vulture Man, and we're not going to, but just keep that in mind. I will rectify the situation later, but for now, let's just pretend that we did switch over to everybody. So we're going to do our grab. Did a big old jump, and it says part of the team challenge complete, but do we really believe him? No, we don't. That's a hint for later, for when we play as Bam. But now we are going to try to line ourselves up with this vent in this direction. Kind of want it to be like we go across the corners here. And we're going to launch. And we're going to land and totally mess that up. But we want to land in a grind on these little things up there. So let's try that again. It's a little bit of a gamble, because it's not exactly like you can perfectly see where you're going. It's a very blind, very big jump. There we go. So Chris invented that. Just got to land in a grind there. Not too hard to do. Just the fact that you can't tell where you're going. Doing a big transfer over that ramp down gets you the danger gap. Now we're heading back into the plaza. And we're going to do the perimeter run. At least in theory here. And this is another thing where you just got to hit all the spots that are highlighted. Ooh, a little lack of momentum there, that's fine. It's hard to get up that incline. Now I'm going to slow it down, because we need to do something just a little. We need to hit that wall ride to get around the corner there. And it's just easier to slow things down so that you can properly time it. Now we got a text message. Sparrow gonna sparrow. Gonna head on up the stairs here, but we're going to utilize the escalator again. We have, you see it's kind of broken up. There's an escalator up one set of stairs on the left, and then on the second set it's on the right. So we want the one on the right, which means we're going to be using this rail here, just the normal rail. Try to get up here, launch up. We're going to sticker slap, grind our way back across these, and at the end we're going to jump off and land for the transfer down gap. So it's very similar to the leap of faith gap that we did before, just from a different position. And now for a gap that really, really sucks, actually. We're going to grind on this side of the stairs. And it's going to go down here. And as you can kind of see, it cuts really close to that wall. There's another one of those. Yeah, I think it says Mega Beast Zero. It's Mega Beast 0. Now, what we want to do is we want to somehow just kind of cut the corner here and land in a grind on a rail down at the bottom, okay? So we are going to drop a save state, and we are probably going to try this like 10, 20, 30 times. There we go. That is actually quite difficult because it just doesn't line up properly. So it takes more than a few tries just to kind of get lucky to have you jump off and be in a position to hit that rail, and actually to make the distance too. Maybe part of that is because I didn't have my special meter up. Maybe it's because Wee Man's stats aren't super great. I don't know, but I've tried it with other skaters as well, and it's always been a problem. Head over here and just do a transfer over the stairs for a little bit of ramp transfer. I'm going to pull back a little bit to this ledge, and we've got yet another hit all the spots that light up goal. This one isn't too difficult, but I will slow things down just to focus. That's why it's called focus mode. Oh, I hit that rail wrong. Well then, be that way, game. They say it's not that hard, and then I mess it up, but whatever. I just wasn't expecting to land on that rail. Physics are strange sometimes. Yeah, it ends with us just kind of going up here. And we is done with that. Just have one more goal to do, and we'll get one more gap along the way. Well, not along the way. We'll get a gap at the end of it all. We'll head on over here. And I did lose my special, so let me build that back up. Okay. The camera likes to turn as you go across this, and it makes it very hard to run across. Alright, so we have the Station Bowl Big Air. We need to launch off a vent in the Station Bowl, which is this section here. And then we need to do a 180 head kick backflip. And acid drop onto a quarter pipe. It's a little difficult, especially from standing position like I'm going to be doing, to get the distance to where we want to land. But it also just sometimes doesn't want to register. So, alright. Now, we're going to try to line ourselves up here. We're going to off to the side of this corner of the vent. And we want to kind of be facing just to the right edge of that Game Land sign over there. Now, when they want you to do a 180, they mean it. Do not overspin to like a 360 or something. It will not register. And there we go. So it can be a little hard just to pull off the distance from that standing position, but I find it to be a lot easier than just going up and down all over the place in that bowl and trying to line yourselves up. So, speaking of lining ourselves up, we have the right handrail of the stairs. And then we jump and grind the ledge at the bottom for Slippy Slide. And that's going to do it for Wee Man. We are right over here by Bam. Next time, we will switch over to him. Then we'll have Vultraman. And maybe a little bit of cleanup, and then we'll be done. So, I will see you guys next time. All right? All right. Love ya. Mwah. Bye-bye.